And then allow those shoulders to move away from your ears. Maybe you turn your palms forward, wiggle your fingers. And just feeling your feet on the ground, spreading those toes. And you find there's a bit more action in your legs, push the floor away. So find some engagement in your thighs, in your glutes. And as you come up to that lower belly, find some engagement there too. Some deep abdominal muscles drawing up and in. And just enough so that you get a bit of space in your lower back. And then coming up through the shoulders. Shoulders more or less aligned on top of your hips. And out straight to the top of the head, reaching the top of the head towards the ceiling. And now allowing your attention to rest on your breath. And maybe first just noticing what kind of breath is happening. What are the sensations associated with your breath today? And then beginning to act with a bit more agency over that breath. So if you haven't done it already, begin to find a bit more intention as you breathe in. There's a bit more movement in your rib cage and your chest. And same thing as you breathe out. There's that intention of pushing the air out of the body, renovating that air in the lungs. And just taking these first few moments of practice to come in touch with that breath and begin to smooth out your inhales and exhales. And by smoothing out, meaning you more or less make them the same length. And even if there's a distinction between inhale and exhale, those boundaries between them kind of transitions that are easy, smooth. There's not like a break between your inhale and your exhale. And just as we smooth out those transitions between inhale and exhale and inhale, we'll work towards also smoothing out the transitions as we move into our postures. So then our practice isn't just about the end point of our posture, but is about how we move into it, how we move out of it. So we're paying attention to those transitions too. And we're making them smooth and with that balance of effort and ease that we constantly look for throughout our practice. So right here, take another breath in and breath out. And then use your next inhale to bring hands to your heart. Rest your thumbs on your chest, and as you exhale, lower the chin to your chest. And then as you inhale, bring the right ear to your right shoulder. And now pause here on your exhale. And inhale, bring the chin back to your chest. And exhale, left ear to your left shoulder. And back again through center, inhale. And right ear, right shoulder, exhale. And through center, inhale. And left ear to your left shoulder, exhale. And now as you inhale, bring the chin back through center. Let's pause here for the exhale. And with your next inhale, lifting your gaze, lifting your fingers all the way up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, lowering your right hand down, up and over into a side stretch. Inhale, coming back through center. Exhale and finding your other side. Inhale through center. And now interlace your fingers, turn the palms towards the ceiling, push the floor away on your inhale. And on your exhale, let's find again a side stretch, but keeping those fingers interlaced. Keep pushing those palms away. Keep that lower belly drawing up and in, and then come back through center, inhale, and go to your other side, exhale. And coming back through center, inhale, and then lowering those hands down by your side, exhale. Bending your knees, coming up into a chair pose on your inhale, and then lowering your arms down, reaching them back, exhale. So here in your chair pose, make sure that you're drawing that lower belly up and in. Arms will lift, inhale, exhale, and arms lower. Inhale and arms lift. And exhale, lower. And now on your inhale, arms lift, legs straighten. And on your exhale, side stretch. Back through center, inhale. Other side, exhale. And center, inhale. And now find the awkward interlace of your fingers. Palms turn up. Once again, push those palms away. Take a full breath in. And we're going into that side stretch again, pushing those palms. Inhale, come back through center, and to your other side, exhale. And back through center, inhale, and arms wide, lower them by your side, exhale. Bend your knees, coming into a chair pose, inhale, and this time just lowering your right arm down, exhale. Arm lifts, inhale, and lowering your left arm, exhale. Arm lifts, inhale, and then again, right arm, exhale. And lift, inhale, and left arm, exhale. Now on your inhale, arm lifts, legs straighten, exhale, side stretch. Inhale, center, other side, exhale. Inhale, center, and this time bring hands behind you, interlace them at your lower back. Send those knuckles down, squeeze your shoulder blades here. We're not dropping into that lower back, we're lifting away from it, we're opening the chest. You might look up towards the ceiling, take another breath in. On your exhale, lower the chin to your chest. Keep drawing those shoulder blades together. Take another breath in. And breath out. And then as you inhale, release your hands, reach them all the way up. And on your exhale, find a bend in your knees and reach that chest forward and down into a forward fold. On your inhale, halfway lift, looking for that flat back. And on your exhale, fold. And then again, inhale, half lift, exhale, fold. And one more time, halfway lift, inhale, and fold forward, exhale. Grab opposite elbows, we're going to get into the backs of the legs, take a full breath in. And on your exhale, bend your right knee, straightening your left. Inhale and straighten the right knee, switch, left knee bends. Inhale, straighten, and switch, right knee bends. And inhale, straighten, and switch, left knee. Now as you inhale, bend both knees, rise up into chair pose, arms lift. And as you exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, straighten legs, straighten arms. Side stretch, exhale. Back through center, inhale. Other side, exhale. Center, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Rising up, inhale. Side stretch, exhale. Center, inhale. Other side, exhale. Center, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair pose, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Rising up, inhale, staying with your breath. Side stretch, exhale. Inhale, center. Other side, exhale. One more round. Inhale, center. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair pose, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Rising up, inhale. Side stretch, exhale. Back through center, inhale. Other side, exhale. Inhale, and now on your exhale, right foot steps back, and let's find warrior one. Exhale. So planting that back heel, spreading your toes here, bending into your front knee, resting hands at your hearts. Make sure that you can lower those shoulders away from your ears. Okay, soft gaze, soft jaw. Take another breath in just here. And breath out. And now on your inhale, reach your arms all the way up. And on your exhale, we're just going to lower the right arm down, turn the palm out, and then lower that hand behind you. Bend your elbow and imagine your hand climbing up your spine. Once you've got that, bend that top elbow and lower the hand behind you and climb it down the spine. So here you could grab your t-shirt, okay? Or maybe your fingers touch and you could grab opposite hands, but not necessary. And now push your spine into your arms. Okay, so very easy here to drop into that lower back, and we don't want to do that. Lift that lower belly up and in, and push your spine into your arms. Take a full breath in, and a full breath out. And one more full breath in, and full breath out. Now as you inhale, release, both arms will lift. And on your exhale, send your weight forward and come into your mountain pose and bring hands to your heart. Lifting your arms, inhale, and exhale, side stretch. Back through center, inhale, other side, exhale. Back through center, inhale, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair pose, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Rising all the way up, inhale. Side stretch, exhale. Center, inhale. Other side, exhale. Inhale, and now your left foot is going to step back and find your warrior one on this side. Okay, so again, planting that back foot, weight into that outer edge of the foot. The other thing that happens here is it's very easy to drop into the arch of the back foot, okay, to drop into the inner part of your foot. Okay, so you want to press actively through the outer edge of that back foot. Okay, level out your hips. And then with your next inhale, reach your arms all the way up. And on your exhale is your left arm that comes out. Palm turns out behind you, thumbs pointing down. And then that arm slides, elbow bends, and the hand can climb up the spine. Top elbow now bends, and that top hand moves down the spine. Okay, so don't take it too far. Sometimes if you take it too far, that's going to mean arching your spine and dropping into that lower back, making it more of a back bend instead of just a shoulder stretch. Try to keep a neutral spine and push that spine into your hands. Push the head into your elbow. Draw that lower belly up and in. Take another breath in. And breath out. And breath in. Soften gaze and jaw. And breath out. Now as you inhale, releasing the hands, reach them all the way up. And on your exhale, weight into that front leg and step forward, coming into mountain pose and bringing hands to heart. As you inhale, arms lift. And exhale, side stretch. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, fold, exhale. Grab opposite elbows, inhale here. Exhale, bend your left knee. Inhale, straighten, and bend your right knee. Inhale, straighten, and then again, left knee bends. And inhale, straighten, and right knee bends. And now as you inhale, both knees bend, coming up into chair pose, arms lift. And on your exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, straighten legs, straighten arms, side stretch, exhale. Inhale, center, other side, exhale. Inhale, center, and now right foot steps back, and this time warrior two. So setting yourself up, you can reach your arms out, forward and back, and then turn your palms up. Bend your elbows and allow those elbows to drop heavy towards the ground. So gentle with your fingers, gentle with your shoulders here. And now keeping that softness in shoulders and arms, draw the belly up and in. Engage that right glute and maybe bend a little deeper into your front knee. And now strengthening those legs and now reaching those palms down and fingers away from one another. More of an active pose right now. But try to keep the shoulders away from your ears. Take another full breath in. And full breath out. And we'll move between reverse and side angle. So as you inhale, front palm turns up and reaches up and back. And on your exhale, palm reaches forward and down. Right arm coming by your ear. Inhale in again, reverse warrior, reaching up and back. Exhale into side angle, forward and down. And one more like that. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, side angle. And now as you inhale, let's rise. Let's push the floor away with that front foot, straightening that front leg. And on your exhale, hinge at your hip and reach forward. And on your exhale, lower that left hand and coming into your triangle pose. And let's take a moment to relax that right shoulder. So turn your right palm out and then lower that arm behind you. So you're bending the elbow and just letting that hand hang behind you. Take another breath in here. And breath out. And one more full breath in. And full breath out. With your next inhale, that right hand reaches up and it pulls you all the way up, bending into that front knee, coming back into warrior two. Let's take a full breath in here, gaze over the front fingers. And then on your exhale, hands to your mat, to your chair, and we'll make our way into downward facing dog. So first down dog on today. So just take a moment to explore, to notice whatever you notice. So maybe noticing the backs of the legs, noticing some length and space in your spine, and noticing any fatigue, noticing any enjoyment here. And trying to soften jaw and eyes. Taking another breath in. And breath out. And then using your next inhale to walk your feet to your hands. And meeting in a forward fold on the exhale. And again, grabbing opposite elbows and getting into the backs of the legs one more time. Bending the right knee on the exhale, straightening the left. And then inhale to straighten. And now bending that left knee. And inhale, straighten, and bending the right. And inhale, straighten to bend the left. And now bending both knees, releasing those elbows, rising into chair pose, inhale. And bringing hands to heart, exhale. Rising all the way up to stand, inhale. And side stretch, exhale. And inhale, center. Other side, exhale. And back through center. And now your left foot will step back and warrior two on this side. And remember, with warrior two, your feet can be a little bit more distant, because you're opening the hips sideways too, so they're not facing forward. So you can lengthen your stance a bit more. So sometimes when you step it back, it's not far enough, and you could afford to walk your front foot forward a bit. So test it out. And then when your base is ready, reach your arms forward and back. And then turn your palms. And again, let's check in with those shoulders, elbows heavy. Drop the shoulders, but keep that lower belly lifted. At the same time, you're engaging that left glute. You might be able to bend a little further into that right knee. Strong base here. And then turn your palms down, straightening those arms, reaching those fingers forward and back. Soft gaze. On your inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back. On your exhale, forward and down, side angle. And then again, inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. And inhale, reverse. And exhale, side angle. And then on your inhale, let's rise up, straightening that front leg. And on the exhale, hinging at the hips, reaching forward and down. And coming into your triangle pose. So another thing that you could check in with here is the space and length in the right side of the body. So the part that's facing the ground. See if you can find a bit more space in that part. And then you can turn your left palm out and lower that arm behind you. Breathing in here. And breathing out. And another breath in. And breath out. And use your inhale to lift that left arm. Let it pull you all the way up and then bend into your right knee, coming back into your warrior two. Take a full breath in here. And use your exhale to draw those hands down to your chair, to your mat. And we'll find downward facing dog. And taking a breath in. And a breath out. And about 5 more cycles of breath. See if you can lengthen your spine by pushing the floor away, by lifting those sit bones. And then at the same time, some of you might be able to find a stretch through the backs of the legs. Hamstrings, backs of your knees and calves. Pushing those heels down towards the ground. A stretch through the back of your ankles. Take another breath in. And then on your exhale, we'll come into a table pose. And we'll align those hands with those shoulders, those knees with those hips. And then your hands on whatever surface you have them, see if you can really spread your fingers. And then just notice where most of your weight is on the palm of your hand. And then see if you can even out the weight. So some of us need to press a bit more through the base of the thumb. Okay, so we tend to sometimes put more weight on the pinky side. So see if you need to press a bit more through the thumb side. And then notice if you can press a bit more also through the base of your fingers. And now imagine kind of clawing a little bit through the tips of your fingers. So your fingers are still spread out, but you're pressing a bit more through the ends of the fingers. So you might be able to feel a little bit more lightness through the base of your hand and your wrist by pressing and spreading your weight on the rest of the hand. And now let's check in with the spine. So let's find that neutral spine, drawing that lower belly up and in, spreading the back ribs, and now spreading the shoulder blades. Take a full breath in here and a full breath out. And now with this neutral spine, on the inhale, lift the right leg out behind you. And then as you exhale, plant the ball of the foot and push your heel away. Take a full breath in. And now on your exhale, see if you can hover your left knee over the mat, or maybe even draw it in towards the chest, but try not to change too much of that back body. Take another breath in. And then on your exhale, release that left knee back down to the mat. And now inhale, lift that right leg off the ground. On your exhale, draw that right knee into your chest. And lengthen, inhale. And bring the right knee to the outside of your right elbow, exhale. And lengthen, inhale. And bring that knee to your left elbow, exhale. Lengthen, inhale. And return the knee to the mat, coming back into table pose, exhale. Recheck with your hands, your base here. And I'll bring your awareness to your right knee, right shin, top of the foot. And make sure that you place some weight there too. So it's not just on the knee, but the rest of the leg. And then as you're ready, left leg will rise. And on the exhale, plant the ball of the foot. Push the heel away. Keep those hips level. Take a breath in. On your exhale, hover the right knee over the mat or draw it a little closer to your chest. Trying not to change too much of that back body. Take a full breath in. And then on your exhale, lower that right knee down. Inhale, lift your left leg up. And exhale, knee to chest. Lengthen, inhale. And knee to the outside of your left elbow. Lengthen, inhale. And knee to your right elbow. Lengthen, inhale. And knee back to the mat, table pose, exhale. Inhale, bring your chest forward and lift your gaze. And now on your exhale, round your spine, lower the sit bones towards your heels, and give your wrists a counter stretch. So a couple options. You could bring tops of the hands together, fingers facing towards you. Okay. Or you could add a bit of weight by bringing the tops of the hands to the mat and also fingers facing you. And taking about 3 to 5 breaths right here. Be gentle with the counter pose too. And another breath in. And breath out. And then with your next inhale, let's come onto the knees and onto the forearms. Okay, so another way of giving the wrists a break is doing some of these poses on forearms. So you choose here, you could interlace your fingers or you could plant your hands and keep those arms parallel to one another. We'll go into a dolphin pose. So you'll need to engage that upper back here. So let's go through a cow and a cat. Inhale, bringing your chest forward. And then on your exhale, rounding your spine, dropping the head. And then find that place in between, that neutral upper back. And you want to be pressing through the outer part of your arms here. And then as you're ready, tuck your toes, lift your knees. Push the floor away with your forearms. And see if you can let your head hang. So it's not on the ground here. And we'll take 3 to 5 breaths. Same as down dog, but you're on your forearms. So sit bones are lifting up and back, heels are dropping towards the ground. You can certainly bend your knees so that you can still lengthen that spine. Take another breath in. Breath out. And one more. Full breath in. Lift those sit bones. And on your exhale, lower your knees down. And we'll come into a child's pose. And now we'll give those shoulders a break by bringing those arms by the side. Palms facing up. And head resting on the mat, on a block. And see if you can allow the fronts of the shoulders to drop down towards the ground here. So let them relax. And one more breath in. And breath out. And then with your next inhale, coming back into table pose. And then back into downward facing dog, tucking your toes. And once you're in downward facing dog, keep pushing the floor away with your hands. And find some gentle movement in your neck. So look towards your right shoulder, right armpit. And then come back through center, look towards your left armpit. And back through center. Now look towards the right elbow. And center, now towards your left elbow. And center, now look straight forward towards your fingers. And now look all the way towards your belly button. And allow the head to hang once again. Take another breath in and breath out. And use your inhale to walk your feet towards your hands and meet in a forward fold. Exhale here, grabbing opposite elbows. And now just swaying from one side to the other. Just allowing gravity to pull on that spine, to pull on those shoulders. And even allowing gravity to pull on those eyes, those cheeks, that mouth. And then releasing those elbows and slowly stacking one vertebra over the other. We'll make our way up to stand. And once you get to the top, shoulders away from your ears, turn your palms forward. Just take a moment. You might close your eyes. And notice whatever you notice. And then use your next inhale to bring hands to your heart. You could keep your eyes closed, thumbs resting at your chest. And as you exhale, lower the chin to the chest. And then inhale here. And drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And inhale here. And chin back to chest. And breath in. And now to your left shoulder. And breathe in. And chin back to chest. Use your next inhale to lift your gaze, lift your fingers towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, side stretch. And coming back through center, inhale. And other side, exhale. And center, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. And full breath in here. And exhale, table pose. Inhale, chest forward, gaze up. Exhale, round the spine. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And round. Exhale. And now keeping a neutral spine, reach your right leg out behind you. Inhale. And exhale, knee to chest. And inhale, lengthen. And then again, knee to chest, exhale. And inhale, lengthen. And this time, knee to chest. And step that foot through. We're going to come into a half splits. So you want to lengthen your right leg. Straight in front of you. Maybe drawing those toes towards the shin. And becoming a little aware of that right hamstring. If you can find a bit more of a neutral spine here, so remember you can come up onto blocks to find that neutral spine. So that will allow you to then again, almost like flip that tailbone up towards the ceiling and get a bit more stretch through the top of that right hamstring. And breathe in. And breathe out. So about 3 to 5 more breaths. one more full breath in. See if we can reach that chest forward a little bit more. And full breath out, draw the belly towards your spine. And then as you're ready, draw that knee back into your chest and make your way back into your table pose. And just noticing any sensations, any differences between the right and the left side. Rechecking with your hands, so again, make sure you've got that stable base. And we'll go to the left side, so left leg will rise on the inhale. And then on your exhale, knee to chest. And then again, inhale as you lengthen. Exhale and again, knee to chest. And inhale, lengthen. And now on your exhale, knee to chest and step it through. It's your half splits on this side. Remember, blocks under hands can be a good idea. Check that your wrists are more or less under your shoulders. And then try to draw your left hip back slightly as you push the right hip forward. And looking for that neutral spine. Breathing in. And breathing out. Checking in with your jaw and eyes. Is there any tension that you could release from those areas? Another breath in, breath out. One more breath in, chest coming forward. Exhale, drawing the belly towards the spine. And then with your next inhale, bending that knee and making your way back into your table pose. And once you've landed, just shift your hips from one side to the other. And then coming back through center and coming back into your child's pose. Sit bones to your heels and resting that chest towards the ground. Head supported again by ground, block, pillow, or by your hands or arms. And maybe taking an open mouth exhale. And now using your inhale to slowly lift your spine and make your way into a seat. Bring those legs in front of you. And we're going to go all the way down onto our back. So have your strap by you. Plant your toes. And then bring those fingers and arms in front of you. Take a full breath in. See if you can find some lift onto your sit bones. And then on your exhale, come halfway down. Take another breath in. Find some openness in your chest. And then on your exhale, lower all the way down to your mat. And once you're on your mat, just take a moment. You take a moment to ground that back body. So you might bring those knees into your chest and shift your weight from side to side. And grounding that back body also includes the head and the neck. So the back of the neck can get a little longer if you draw the chin slightly towards your chest and down. And then as you're ready, we're going to use the strap and bring it around the ball of the right foot. And here you can plant your left foot. You can keep your knee bent, or you can lengthen your leg out. And we're just going to test out that right hamstring this way now. So drawing that right thigh, leg towards the chest, trying to keep those shoulder blades on the ground. So trying to stay with a neutral spine here. And just noticing sensations in the back of that right leg. And noticing nuances of drawing the toes towards the shin, of pressing into the strap through the inner part of the foot or the outer edge. Noticing any effects that has on the rest of the leg, on the sensation that it is producing in the hamstring, the calf, the back of the knee. And you might even close your eyes here. You might be able to notice other things. We'll take another breath in here at center, drawing that right leg in. Breath out. And then we'll grab the two ends of the strap with the right hand, and we're going to open up that right leg towards the right side. And you're still drawing that leg towards you, right? So you're not changing like where it is. Like you're still drawing it close towards you. We'll play a bit with that too. And your left hand can be out into a T. It's your counterweight here. And you want to ground through the left side of your body. And again, noticing what you notice. And then let's bring that leg back through center. And let's switch the hands, left hand with the strap. Now the right hand is your counterweight. It comes out into a T. And that right leg is going to cross over towards the left. Try to keep your left toes pointing up. And your exploration here. Squeezing those inner thighs towards one another and turning your belly button towards the ceiling. And maybe turning your gaze toward the right. And then on your inhale, bring that leg through center. And now we're going to bend that left knee, draw it in, and we're going to cross that right foot just over that left thigh into a figure four. And here you could let go of the strap if you wish. So your right toes are going to be flexed. You're drawing them towards your right shin. And then your left hand can come to your left thigh, and you can draw that left thigh in towards you. And you can use your right hand as a resistance here, pushing that right knee away from you. All along, your back is on the mat. Your shoulder blades are on the mat. Your head is on the mat. Full breath in. And full breath out. And one more breath in. And breath out. And now we're going to slide that right thigh over to the left. So we're going to now cross at the thighs like we do eagle legs. Okay. So you don't have to hook your right toes behind the chin. You can do if you wish. And now we're going to drop those knees towards the left. Okay, so coming into a deeper twist, your right hand can be out into a T. You can bring your left hand to that right thigh and just add a bit extra twist here, a little leverage. You're turning your belly again towards the ceiling. Your gaze could go towards the right. Breathe in and breathe out. And then as you inhale, bring yourself back through center, unwind the legs. And we're going to switch sides, so grabbing your strap. And now bringing that strap around the ball of that left foot. And beginning your exploration of this left hamstring. And taking your time. Remember to place your hands on the strap at a place that will allow your elbows to be bent and your shoulder blades to be planted. And your exploration, you could do little things like you did on the right side. So for example, try pressing through the inner part of the foot, then the outer part. And try drawing the toes towards the shin, pressing through the heel. Just noticing what sensations get triggered and how they might change. And you're not forcing anything, you're being cautious, you're using the breath as exploration. And with that awareness, you can notice when something's not feeling good. And you can back off. And then let's keep that strap in the left hand now, and right hand could come out into a T, and let's open up the left leg towards the left side. And let's press down to the right side of the body. And then on the inhale, coming back through center, now your left hand or your right hand grabs the strap, left hand out. And when you're ready, that left leg crosses over to the right, trying to keep those right toes pointing up towards the ceiling. And now squeezing those inner thighs together and turning the belly towards the ceiling, the gaze towards the left hand. And checking in with jaw and eyes and softening. And then as you inhale, bringing that left leg back through center. And now bending your right knee and finding your figure four on this side. So again, you could release your strap here. Remember to flex that left foot. You're protecting that left knee. Right hand can draw that right thigh in, left hand pushes. or resist. And smooth breath. And one more breath in. And breath out. And then from here, slide that left thigh over, crossing the thighs, just like your eagle legs. And then lowering those knees to your right. And you could open your left arm out into a T. And breathe in. Here. And then as you're ready, knees coming back through center, unwinding your legs and making your way into Shavasana. So whatever comfortable position to end your practice in. Maybe lengthening your legs. Maybe you end by just drawing those knees into your chest and staying in that position. Maybe your knees bend and your feet plant. Maybe you roll onto one side and you pause there. And let's make that transition from doing to not doing, but just a few moments. And now gently finding a little movement in your fingers and your toes, in your ankles and wrists. Gently drawing the chin from one shoulder to the other. Taking a breath in, and then using your exhale to draw or to roll onto one side. And giving yourself a pause. Finding a breath in here. And exhaling out with a sigh. And then slowly making your way up. And we'll meet in a comfortable seat. And we'll bring hands to heart. If you wish, you can unmute yourself. And we'll just take this moment to acknowledge the practice, to acknowledge ourselves for today practicing, to acknowledge those who practice with us, and to acknowledge those who make it possible. And we'll end with a word that means that the light in me recognizes and honors the light in you. Namaste.
Namaste.